Hey everybody, welcome back to Fantastic Gaming Plus. Today we are going to be playing Prognostic. As you can see, I have never played this game before, but I have watched a few Let's Plays, so I hope that this game is so fun, because it looks extremely fun and extremely terrifying. So, let's get into it. Let's take a look-see. First, gotta do all my settings. I'll be with you in a minute. Alright, let's get started. All of the stories mentioned in the game are fictional, any resemblance to the biography or something. Get it next time. Alright, here we go.
I have heard how my parents died. My brother and I were sitting in a locked bedroom and could only listen. We heard the knife stabs until their screams stopped. The police decided that our parents were accidentally killed during the robbery. I never believed it. In our neighborhood, no one had any money, especially immigrants like us. After a month in the orphanage, we were picked up by the only remaining relative in the States, a woman named Randolph, a medium, our grandmother. Our mom never talked about her, and hid away her letters without opening them. I think that Mrs. Randolph thought that she cared about us. She taught us. I still remember rituals, prayers, and constant promises to reveal what happened to our parents. But later, it was always later. When will we be ready? My brother was the first one to escape. He joined the police force. I left her after. I, like my mother before, did not respond to her letters. They were just another promise to reveal some secret if I came back. When they stopped, I sighed with relief. Finally. A local lawyer visited us shortly after. Grandmother was killed, stabbed with a knife. They suspect a robbery. The voices of my parents came back, and they are not alone. Our town is eating itself. Death comes for our people, for my friends, and I can't take it anymore. Grandmother was trying to understand what was wrong. She tried to tell us, and I'm starting to believe her. She solved crimes. She helped the police to find the perpetrators. I have to take her place. I have to go back to her house.
Is it just me, or does that guy sound like Zachary Quinto? Pause D to move. Go to the table and take the documents. Use the left mouse button to interact with items. Alright. So let's just kind of wander around a little bit and get used to how the screen moves. I was just playing Satisfactory for a while. I can move a lot faster. And then, okay, so left mouse button to take the document with the pheasant. Your brother is a police officer who needs your help. Every day he will send you a new crime case. Your goal is to solve it. You can use divination rituals to uncover new clues. Once you find the culprit, fill out the report and send it to your brother. Solve the test case to convince your brother to accept your help. Okay. Press tab to open or close the case file. Personal case. Why did you come back? We've been watching this old woman go crazy all through our childhood. And now you want to take her place? What are you doing? Well, fine. Do you want me to help you? Then let's conduct a small test. Make an invocation to the souls of the dead and tell me, oh great seer, which of the neighborhood kids broke my window. I'll send you a description of them, just like the ones the old woman worked with. If you find out who did it, then we'll talk. One of them committed this terrible crime a couple of years ago on December 14th at 1 p.m. in 1902. I live on the first floor in an apartment at 2 Meadow Street, and don't even think about deceiving me. I know who did it. I just want to test you out. Our objectives are to submit the culprit dossier and send a clue about his location at the 14th of December at 1 p.m. on 1902 during the crime. Look at these people. A good, diligent boy, but he fell in with bad company. Okay. Those eyes are so phony. lives in a workhouse nearby, a very quiet and sullen young man. Harrison Hopkins. The son of a single mother, he doesn't go to school, and during the day he works as a janitor in a bar. I appreciate his desire to help his mother, but this is not the place where a child should grow up. Andrew May, the son of the owner of a hairdresser salon, a very quarrelsome kid. And Jake Olson, a very active boy, constantly running around somewhere and doing something. He has a great future ahead of him, if he manages not to get into trouble before that. Alright, so I got a bunch of kids, and we know the time of the door just opened. Ooh, lighter. Whoops. Why don't I just blow it out? Go to the next room and find the ritual candle. Press F to light the path with the lighter. Other divinations can only work while the ritual candle is lit. Light the candle by using instructions from the book. Hold down the right mouse button to take a closer look. Whisper of the candle, the path to the unknown. The candle is a conductor. It provides contact with the spirit world. Rituals only work while the candle is burning. As soon as the contact is established, the light of all the candles will change to blue. As soon as the candle goes out, connection will be interrupted and rituals will become impossible. At this moment, all candles will change their light from blue to yellow. You can find spare candles next to the candlestick, remove the extinguished one, and light a new one to re-establish the connection. Oh, cool. Whisper the Candle, A Path to the Unknown by Vyacheslav Gadomi. I think that's how you say it. Vyacheslav Gadomi. Ariadne Hall Publishing, 1871, Birmingham. Instructions on how to establish and maintain contact with otherworldly allies. They will help you to answer your questions. Candle is necessary for each ritual. Any fortune-telling is questions and answers, and the answers can be attained only when there is one who can give you an answer. You cannot imagine what exactly had to be done to prepare this ritual. All you have to do is light a candle. Alright. So, we take this, put it in there, and then light it. Ooh. I like how they call it a candle. It's more like an incense stick. Okay, the doors of all ritual rooms are marked with clues. Find a room with a wall map. It has a symbol of a compass. Okay. That will be this one. Alright, so we've got... In order to work with the ritual map, you need to use dowsing rods. Press Q to pull them out. Place the file on one of the suspects on the stand. It's located next to the map. Follow the instructions in the book. It's a teddy. Cute little teddy. Oh, he's a cutie. Any other candles in here? There we go. Because, you know, no electricity. 1902. Okay, so. Follow the instructions in the book. In order to find a person, do the following. Make sure that the ritual candle is lit. Put the person's dossier next to the map. Okay, so that's this. Let's try it with Patrick. Okay. Oh, I pulled out the dowsing rods. Press tab to find out the time of the crime from the case. Enter it into the calendar. Use the dowsing rods to check which of the guys was at the crime scene at the time. See the instruction book for details. Well, I remember it was October, or December. Right, 14. At 1 p.m., so that's 13. Okay. After finding the culprit, you may return to the hallway and fill out the report. It lies on the table. Well, we're not done reading this. Place the person's dossier? Yes. Choose the time on the calendar? Yes. Hover divining rods over the map. The closer the rods, the closer the person. Rods will cross in the place where the person was. They'll spin if the ritual candle went out, and place the flag on the right address in order to add a clue. Alright, so Mr. Kiddo Patrick. Where were you, Patrick? Oh, Patrick, you were there. Okay. So you were at Bedford. Okay, so how do I... Okay, so where were you, child? You were here. You were... Uh-oh. You were there. And the next one? You were dead. Or up here somewhere. There. And the last one. You're a mousey. Ah, he's in my ear! Stop it! He was there. Uh-oh. My thingies are going. My lighter's going to run out. There we go. Alright. Okay. So now we've got... I guess we could just go back to the hallway, right? The report lies on the table. Submit the culprit dossier, send a clue about his location at the 14th of December, 1 p.m. during the crime. Okay, so... No, not you. I wanted to look at you. Okay, so... He was the only one on Meadow Street. That would be Harrison Hawkins. Let's just double check. Yep, 2 Meadow Street. Only one there. So, that would be him. In there again. And send. I guess we did it. I got Neophyte as my first achievement. Her methods are working. Who would have thought? Well, okay, if you're so anxious to find out what's wrong with our town, let's work on it together. Kinda sound like I'm doing all the work here. Day 1. Gift from God. I was allowed to take part in the preparation for a major court hearing. On the outskirts of town, at 18 Barnhill Street, lies the Fulton Farm, home for a closed and deeply religious family. As it turned out, they were too religious. Earlier this year, one of them murdered their youngest relative in their own home, as a sacrifice. All of the Fultons now cover the murderer, but only one of them made the sacrifice. I don't even know who was in the house. Try using dowsing rods to find the murderer. So we have to send the killer's dossier, send his or her distinctive feature by using dowsing ritual on the victim, send where the killer was during the murder. The time of death is marked in the victim's dossier. That would be Luke Fulton. Okay. He died January 8, 1904 at 11. January 8, 1904 at 11. Alright, so let's start that. Whoa. Smack myself in the face with the door. Alright. So he died January 8. January 8. At 11. 11 January 8, 1904. Okay, child, where were you? We were here at 18 Barnhill Street. Okay. Where were you? You were also there. Next, Alicia. Where were you? Were you in the house too? Of course you were. Next, Annabelle. Old Granny Annie. You were in the house too. And Conrad. You were not. You are innocent because you were literally on the other side of town. Over there. So you are definitely innocent. So if I was to go in here, I can click on him and say he's innocent. And that's it. So now I need to... Whoosh! You're a jerk. Oh, scared me. Okay. Still running. Okay, so dowsing allows you to... Okay. That's why they're spinning. Okay. Find the room marked with the dowsing rods. That's the incense. You got me there. Okay, I'm guessing that will be this. The chicken wing. That's another door to the compass room. Yep. Okay, cool. Just taking a look around. Open our masking. Any other candles around? This is a very dark room. If you... Yeah. Let's take a quick look around before things get too crazy. Ew, bugs. Alright. Dowsing rods. Place the victim's case on a stand. Walk around the house. Crossing rods will indicate the direction to the object. Okay. Okay, well, it's literally telling me that stuff. Okay, so... this way? And I'm hearing it, too. My thing's about to go out. This way. Just happens to be in the same room. Okay. Alright, so it seems to be the clock. Memorize it, return to the dowsing room to find out its meaning. Okay, so... Alright, so it's a clock. Mark the killer's feature. Okay, so it's a clock. Murderer is 30 or older. Poochie. Alright. What? Oh shit. Whispers indicate that one of the mirrors has been uncovered. Close it, close it, close it. What do I press? Ooh. I know what happens if the granny comes out of the mirror if you are not careful. Okay, so I wasn't done here. Okay, so killer's feature was he was 30 or older. Nathan, how old are you? 29. You are innocent. Alicia, you're 28. You are innocent. Annabelle, you're an old lady. You are the murderer. You're so mean. Why would you do that to your grandson? I would assume it's your grandson. Evil person would do that to their grandson. Hey, bunny. Okay. I'm kind of lost here. Oh, there. Okay. So. Dossier. Send the killer. You're the killer. Send his or her distinct feature. Oop. Send where the killer was. She was at home. Oh yeah. Got it. Ooh. I just heard something terrible today. I just heard a woman blaming her husband for not being able to kill his own grandson. Annabelle had to do it herself to appease the voice of God. This case gave me an idea about death of our grandmother. The strikes of different people should be different, right? I studied the autopsy results of our grandma and found a couple of oddities. Each stab was weaker than the previous one. In the course of the struggle, such a clear pattern is impossible. The direction of the blows also doesn't match up. They are too similar and weird. Knife strikes were aimed at the chest area, and the blade was directed not upwards, but downwards. almost perpendicular to the body. Maybe she was killed in her sleep, and the whole robbery was staged? If so, then someone was trying to disguise premeditated murder. Who wished her death? I will try to find the last people she spoke to. To me, hearing that each stab was weaker than the previous one and that it was downward leads me to think that she did it herself. But we will find out. That door slam really got me, though. Woo! Tough lesson. Cat hair. Are you sure everything is alright? I know that at night you are busy helping me, and during the day you try to open new rooms in the house, but there is a limit to everything. Maybe your hallucinations with mirrors are just a reaction to a lack of sleep? Do me a favor and go to rest as soon as you finish this case. A local school teacher died of a heart attack right in the middle of the church. This case would not interest us if the headmistress of the same school had not died of a heart attack at the exact same hour. Do you want to know about another coincidence? The headmistress corresponded with our old woman for the last several years. Autopsy has shown that they were poisoned an hour before their death. Find out who did it. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, send the killer's dossier. Mark where they were during the poisoning. It happened 1 hour before the murder. The perpetrator and the victims had to be in the same place. Send 2 of his features by using dowsing on 2 victims. Alright, let's do this thing. So we got 2 people to do here. Is that whispering I'm hearing? Like, already? Or am I just... Oh, there's more rooms opened. Great. And there's no candle in there. So here's a mirror. The bathroom right off from the compass room. Great. Okay, so... Where was... He died on January 28th. At 1 p.m., which means that the poisoning happened at 12, right? So where was he? Where the heck was he? All right. And she died at the exact same hour, right? She was also there, right? Oh. Okay, so they were in the same place. Tristan Kinnerk. Where were you? Were you here? Yes. Diana was not here. She was nowhere near there. Where was she an hour later? She was there an hour later, but she wasn't there during the murder. Where was he an hour later? He was still there, right? Yeah, okay. Spencer. Where were you, Spencer? Oh, you were there. Where were you an hour later? Were you still there? Yeah. So we've got 2 suspects. Molly was there. And was not there later. She got the heck out of Dodge. Alright. Thank you. Ooh. Roughy situation. Okay. So before I do the dowsing rod thing, I want to... Light and light. Okay, so we know that Molly was there at the time of the murder. We know he was there. She wasn't. Kelly wasn't there. She's innocent. Everybody else was there. $12 o'clock. Road. Okay. So now we gotta do the dowsing rods. I know there was a mirror in the bathroom behind. I think there's a mirror just up here, right? There's that other mirror. So we've had 2 mirrors. Okay. Okay, so victim, Aaron. Don't do that, man. Oh, shoot. Bathroom. Get away from me, Granny. Woohoo! Alright, so we've got a green dinosaur toy. So let's get back to... Just stop it! Okay, so he had a green toy. Clothing, painting, books, toys. The color of the toy shows the color of the murderer's eyes. The murderer's eyes were green. Okay, so now let's put hers in. I'm gonna go this way. I think it's on the other side of this wall. Isn't that what that means? Okay, back to the dowsing rods. Oh, what's in here? What is it? It's a piece of clothing. What color is it? It's like brown. Brown clothing. Okay. So we got brown clothing. Alright, so the clothing is the color of the hair. So we got brown hair. Brown hair and green eyes. Alright. You, Musser, you have brown hair and green eyes. You're a suspect still. Spencer has blue eyes. And Molly has black hair. Which means that Mr. Tristan is our murderer. He is the murderer. Alright. I gotta find out where the damn hallway is. It's a very open concept home here. Okay. So, the murderer is a Tristan. Why? Because he was there at 12 during the poisoning time. He has green eyes and brown hair. That should be it, right? Oh yeah. I got it. I got it. Ooh. Mr. Kinnock told the investigator about how the school treated his son. The teachers did their best to make him quit the school. This Irish boy should know his place, and other nonsense you'll hear in old families. It all ended with the teacher persuading other children to beat him up. It worked too well, and now this boy will not be able to walk. Mr. Kinnock said that his son's future was taken away from him, and he couldn't bear it. I won't say that I condone his decision, but I understand him. Understandably. The connection with our old woman turned out to be a dead end. It turns out that she was in active correspondence not only with the headmistress, but with several professors throughout the country. Jersey? Cat just stuck himself behind the blinds. They discussed some scientific issues. I will study her letters and report the result later. Jersey, you're being silly. Give me that num-num face. You're a silly guy. Alright. Working disagreements. An old policeman asked us for help. He used to work with our grandma, but stopped after the police cut all ties with her. Why? If we help him, he will tell us why. This interested me, so I decided to agree. The case itself is solved. Mr. Bones, a sailor dismissed from the Navy, quarreled with his new employer over money and killed him during a scuffle. He threw the body into the basement of some abandoned house. Bones' confession is already on my desk. The problem is that the murder took place at night, and Bones was drunk, so he has absolutely no memory in which cellar the body lies. The relatives of the murdered man asked to find the body for a burial, determine the hour of death, and find where the victim and Mr. Bones were at the time of the murder. If you succeed, this cop will tell us something about our old woman. Alright, so we need to find out where he was when he died and where the suspect was when he died. Alright. The Wheel of Thanatos will help you find out the exact time of death. It is located on the first floor. Darn door tried to kill me. I remember seeing it like over here somewhere, right? The door of Thanatos. Yes, that's here. The Wheel of Thanatos. Of course, there's no bloody candle in there. Okay. Place the victim's case on a stand. Aaron Sharp unfortunately died. Follow the instructions from the book. Find out the hour of death. A book about numbers and their meaning. Baker and Parks Publishing House, 1844, London, by Jerome Smith. This method will help you to find when any person will die, their final hour and day. Unfortunately, it will not show the year, so you have to find from another source. To do this, you need to calculate the key numbers based on the name, and then set them on the Thanatos circle. The circle will show you the hour and the day of death. After finding out the final hour, you will be able to use the map to determine its location. This will help to check the alibis of your suspects. You cannot change the final hour. This is the main lesson that you should understand. We begin our existence already in the shackles of fate. Your day of death has already been determined. This method will help you to know it. In time, you'll realize that everyone is doomed, and you are not an exception. Thanks, Gran. You're so nice. In order to determine the hour, day, and month of death, do the following. Make sure that the ritual candle is lit. Put the victim's dossier on the stand. Determine the zodiac sign of the victim by using the table on the next page. Alright. The Apocrypha of Pythagoras. Pythagoras. The key letter of the name. Okay, so first we have to figure out his birthday. Okay, so he was born July 11. So he is a Cancer water symbol. Cancer water symbol. Okay. Turn the Wheel of Thanatos so that the black arrow points to the zodiac sign of the person. Black arrow. We're looking for Cancer, which is the crab. And I gotta go find him. Granny! Granny, no! Granny, get back in the mirror where you belong! Okay. That was a close one. Okay, so. Cancer. It's the crab. Okay, cool. Identify the key letter of the first name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. Key letter of the first name depends on the element. Well, Cancer is water. Water is the last letter of the name. Ugh. Your real light, the beautiful candle thing. Where am I going? I'm going in circles. Everything is so complicated now that I know all these doors open to places. Okay, this way. Yeah. Thank you. Why is it? There we go. I was like, why didn't it turn blue? Okay, I'm back. Okay, so the last letter of the name. The key letter of the last name. If the surname has identical letters... Okay, so we're looking at the first name, right? Key letter of the first name. Water, the last letter of his first name, which is an N. N falls under 5. So we are moving the red one, so it's on the 5. Right? No, not that one. This one. Right? 5. Okay. Identify the key letter of the last name. It depends on the element as described on the next page. If the surname has identical letters, then the key letter of the surname is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. It has identical letters. No, there are no identical letters in Sharp. So it's the last one. So P. P is the 8. So I'm moving the blue arrow to the 8. Okay, blue arrow to the 8. Alright. The sun or moon indicates that it happened in the morning or the evening, so you'll add a 12 to the wheel. Okay, so he was killed at night, right?
Yeah. Nana, no.
Nana? Nana? Why are the breathing sounds? Nana? Nana, don't do that to me. Nana, you're creeping me out. Nana, stop breathing! Stop breathing at me, Nana. Creeping me out, Nana. Okay. So, the murder took place at night. So, whatever the time is here, month was January. Okay, he died in 1904. The day was the 8th. And it says 11 o'clock, which would be 11 o'clock at night, which would be 23.
Well, it says it's from the book.
Ah! What did I do wrong? Do I have to move this? No, the black one is... Oh, gosh. Anna! What did I do wrong? Okay, what did I do wrong? Zodiac by the table on the next page. July 11. July 11 fits under Cancer, water. And it wants me to put the black arrow pointing to Cancer, water. Yeah. Key letter of the first name, depending on the element. The last letter of the name. N, right? Key number. Red points to the key number. It was an N, and N is right here on the 5. So the red arrow is pointing to the 5. Key letter of the last name, depending on the element. Surname has identical letters. Key letter is the last one. If not, then it's the first one. Oh, okay, so it's S. No, Nana. It's in the bathroom. Nana, no! Nana, don't kill me, Nana. One of these times I'm not gonna get there in time and she gonna come get me. Okay. So it was S. S is under 3. So I'm moving the blue arrow to the 3. Yeah. I hear breathing behind me. Nana? Okay, Nana. Jesus. Okay. So now we know that it was January 2. And it says 12 at night, which means that it was at 24. I would have put 0, but... Okay. Oh, nice bones. Okay, thank you. So we died. Okay, so now that we have that time of death, we can go to the map place and put in the time of death. Aaron Sharp died on January 2nd at midnight. Alright. Where was he? At 6 Meadow Street. Now, if I put 24, does that still give me the same thing? Yes. Okay. Again? Close my door on me, Granny. Okay. That's Thanatos. I always go into this darn room. It's through the winky-dinky hallway. Granny! You scared me. Hey, you scared me! Granny! Stop being a jerk, Granny. Granny, where's your face? Are you looking at it? Granny, I don't even know where I'm going now. Oh my god, Granny. Oh, Granny. Hey. Ooh, I don't like that sound. Okay, now where were you at the same time? You were here. And if I go down to the 0, you were... Okay. So you guys were both that... Okay. Alright. That's it. Give me my lighter. Great. It's trying to creep me out. Jump scaring myself. Stupid dress. Where's the damn hallway? Okay, how am I getting turned around? I've been through this house. You're waiting for me. I hate you, Granny. Location of the victim at the hour of death. Okay, so we need the clue. He is dead here, and he was also there. We checked the place you indicated and found the body, so our new friend agreed to tell us about his work with our grandma. Previously, she was often approached by local officers, and she helped them without any charge. It all ended because of the last case. She's found for them one particularly brutal gang, but they were released because of the personal order of Judge Brooks. The next day, all 12 criminals shot themselves. Ooh, justice was served, I say. They say that the last of them was muttering something before his death. It was something about the voice of God calling them from beyond. The police didn't work with their old woman after that. It's the same thing that old lady said when she sacrificed her grandkid. Creepy. Day 4. Sins of the past. And that will be it for now, so don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Granny! You scared me! Hey, you scared me! Granny! Granny, where's your face? Hey,